This is the compulsory assessment remote installation. So the first thing we want to do is create a new virtual machine. Click next. Let's adjust some settings. Finally, go to the network. Change from NAT to host only or internal. Click allow all. And click OK. We go to the server, click add roles, click next, and then we want to install Windows deployment services. Click next, next, leave as is, and then next, and then click install. Click close. Then we go to start administrative tools, then click the Windows deployment services snap-in. If we expand the servers, see here has not configured. So what we do, we right click, select configure server, next, so we browse for the remote installation folder. Click OK, then next. Check these two configurations. Click next. So we choose respond to all clients. Leave this unchecked. Select next. You can leave this checked or not, and then click finish. So the first thing we want to do is to locate the install image. So we click add install image. You can leave as is. Click browse. Click on install.wim and click open. Click next. Click next. Click next. We then click finish. So there we see the image name, size, the date created, and the OS version. Repeat the same procedure for the boot image now. Click add boot image, browse for the file itself, boot.wim, select, click open, next, leave as is if you want, or you can change it. Click next, next, click finish. Click properties, Now if we wanted to, we could have allowed the image to be installed in unattended mode, which means we wouldn't have to provide a username, password as such. We do that, select file, and click cancel. So now we go to the virtual machine. But before we do, just configure one more setting previously forgot. We enable the booting from the network, and we change the priority so that it boots from the network first. Like OK. Power on the machine now. Press F12. Click next. Click OK. Click next. Click next. So we just wait for all the installation files to complete. Okay, so now we click next. Next. You can leave that blank. Next. Accept the agreement. Click next. Click next. So let's log in now. When we do this, we click how do I log on to another domain. So we type this. the user account that we created while we were installing Windows 7. So yeah, this part of the domain. Alright, so let's just do a brief check to see if it is part of the network. So you right click, select Open Network Insurance Center. And click Local Area Connection. And yes, says that it's DHCP enabled and it was assigned the address 192.168.0.6. If you recall, this was the same IP address that was assigned during the boot from the network. Like I said before, it is part of the domain, so if you click here, and yes, this is the server 2008 R2 machine, and this is the Windows 7 machine. We'll close this off. We go to the server side, and yes, you see the Windows 7 machine here as well. We'll close this off. Just do one final test again to ping the machines. So it is able to ping the Windows 7 machine that was remotely installed. Now let's ping the server machine. Yes, so it is able to ping the server machine, so both machines are seeing each other. So this concludes the assignment on remote installation.